let's go over here.
Okay. Oh, I thought we were interviewing other people. Oh, me? Yeah. Be careful, Renzo.
Stand here.
Yeah. Okay. You got the...
No, with the light in here, and I'll put Juno's in the background. Stand over here.
Stand over here. All right.
Like this.
Yeah. How are we doing?
Face this way.
Okay.
Right? You come over here.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Parallax. You don't know what that is yet, but it exists in that bar right over there called Juno's. It's a weekly film screening party, opportunity to meet filmmakers, use alcohol, and enjoy the films of new and original antagonists. Thank you, sir. My name is Zeke Terwilliger. I'm the lovely host of this function that will go on every Saturday night from 8 to 10 p.m. Tell your friends, tell your filmmakers that live in the basement with their mom and document their bathroom habits. They don't need to do that forever. Our research has shown that 4 out of 5 directors are really talented people who are doing something at Starbucks right now that doesn't really represent their talent. In any event, our party is brought to you by the Antagonist Movement, a group of artists, filmmakers, musicians, directors, cretins, etc., who usually operate in the East Village but now expanded to the West Village. This is Juno's. It's on 64 Downing Street, Varick and Bedford. 64 Downing Street between Varick and Bedford. Could you increase the milligrams on my medicine? Thank you, Father. Exactly, my communion wafer. Come down, it's a great time. You need to be involved with this because I got Harvey Weinstein on my speed dial, bitch. In any event, that was The Bar's a Beautiful Place by Ruth Snyder, and he has a few comments for the audience right now.
Comments to the audience. Y'all are beautiful, I guess.
Filmmaker's name is Ruth Snyder. He directed a film called The Bar is a Beautiful Place, which was a very surreal combination of color symbolism, some David Lynch isolation, and I'll even say, what's the word I'm looking for? Existentialism, yes. After a few beers, I lose my vocabulary. In any event, Dr. Snyder, Mr. Snyder,
Right on.
Honorary director.
I mean, the first thing is you got to fake it till you make it. Call yourself a filmmaker and start making films. I mean, everything is. It's possible to make films so inexpensively nowadays. You need to just get behind the camera and start making movies and showing them to people and get better. Everybody that's worked on all 4 of my films has worked for free. People are hungry to do it. Educate yourself by doing, instead of just being theoretical. Get behind a camera and start directing or start writing or start shooting.
So without further ado, Paradise No by Anthony Ferraro.
Well, it's the Antagonist Movement is now branching out into film, so I've been making short films, so I wanted to be a part of it. I have been a part of the reading series, and I remember I went to the first reading series, so I guess nostalgically I wanted to go to the first film series, movie series. No, Paradise No was actually, a friend of mine had a feature that he wanted me to work on, and I'd explained to him, like, doing independent films, it's a lot of commitment and pooling resources for no money, and that if he wanted me to help him with his film, I couldn't really do it to do it himself kind of thing. But because it just takes so much time and effort that I didn't want to spend all my time on somebody else's movie. But then it didn't work out for him, and he approached me about doing a short, and I thought, well, yeah, that would be good, because I was kind of doing shorts to kind of strengthen what I thought were my weaknesses as a filmmaker. So we redid the script and we co-wrote it as a short. And my goal is this, after doing a lot of short films and not getting into festivals, was to really focus on all the technical aspects and actually spend a couple weeks rehearsing with the actors, which is something usually I don't do with kind of off-the-cuff short independent films where you just kind of like do it in a weekend. So I really made it a point to take my time with this, have a sound designer, Quentin Geppetto, who's fantastic, have an outside editor, somebody else shoot it instead of trying to do everything myself. The trick is to like, there's things like shooting people and like all these kind of groups where, like online, where it's a bunch of filmmakers and they all kind of have a card and say, like I'm a sound mixer, I'm a DP, I'm a whatever. So there's always, at whatever level you are, whether you're just starting or it's like your 4th or 5th film, in New York you can always find the resources where you can get together with a bunch of people make a film kind of for the common good, where everybody's just in it to do it. Especially, I would say, make it a short project where people only have to commit like 1 week of their time, and you can get some really talented people, because it's New York, to get on board and just do it for their own reasons. Maybe they have some kind of, they want to work on music scores, or maybe it's a DP who wants to do something for his reel. So don't squelch your dreams of your feature, but really focus and make a really, really good short, instead of blowing it off and making a short just to make it. Really put all your energy into a short and just condense it into a couple weeks, and just have really high standards, and really content is king, kind of just have a really good story and focus on that, instead of trying to do a huge project that'll take a year. I've been to I show a lot of my short films in Manhattan, living here in bar kind of situations and stuff, and I've been in Williamsburg, been in the East Village, uptown, downtown, and what's nice, this Juno's, is they have a really good setup here, because as a filmmaker you always care about what it looks like, and the sound system is excellent, and the projection is really good, so that really makes a difference. So and they care here, so I would recommend people to come to this screening.
Jordan, I'm such an ass. That's right. A Life in the Clouds. I remember the name. Okay, and it's a very original documentary of the life of a cartoonist.
Heard you laughing in the other room. Don't know who was with you. Heard you laughing in the other room. I didn't have a clue. I made a promise to myself. I gave a notice to myself. Heard you laughing in the other room. Didn't know what to do. Heard you laughing in the other room.
James, will you say your name and spell it?
Are you serious?
You have to.
I have to do it? James, I have trouble speaking. James, Jajac, Jajac.
Alright, what brings you here tonight? How did you get involved with the Antagonist art movement?
I can't remember. Maya had a show here one time on Thursday night, and I dropped by to see what it was about.
That's right.
And then, I don't know how we got involved with the Tim Warner thing, but we found out about that somehow.
What's that? No one knows what...
Tim Warner, A Life in the Clouds, is a movie that I made with Jordan Cooper and myself and my friend David Fox. So we were all involved in that.
You sounded so new. I made a meal just for myself. I begged and pleaded to myself. Jordan! Heard you laughing in the other room. I didn't move. Heard you laughing in the other room. Just too worried about you.
Jordan, say your name and spell it.
Jordan Cooper, JordanCooper. Where are you going?
James keeps trying to get in the shot.
Oh.
Now, Jordan,
Hey.
can you tell us a little bit why you are here?
The first thing I did with the Antagonist art movement is that I performed a show here at Niagara. But then we showed our movie, Tim Warner, A Life in the Clouds, that we all made together, and that was really fun. And then you guys set up this art thing, and I just thought it would be awesome to do the music, just because we'll all get to hang out. That was pretty much the goal for us.
When I woke up, it was dark out. When I woke up, it was dark out, couldn't stand the taste in my mouth. Put on my shoes, I got outside, I got in the car, I started to drive. Down the highway I drove real slow. I kept going till I reached the lake and I drove into the black water. I made no sound, then I woke up dark. When I woke up, it was dark out. Opened the window, then I climbed out on the roof. I sat and spied on an animal eating, hunched over gnawing. Crawled down the roof, I reached far out. Its fur was wet, it was very cold. And when it saw me, it picked its head up. It slid off the roof, then I woke up dark. When I woke up, it was dark out. Objects in my room seemed to float around. Tried to pass them, get to the door, but everything was in the way, so I fell onto the floor. I rolled around, reached far out. Everything was pushing me, my big heavy blanket. I rolled around, I reached far out. Then someone opened the door. Then I woke up, then I woke up, then I woke up dark.
And Jordan,
Yeah.
how would you say your involvement with the antagonist art movement has changed your life?
It's just a great, sincerely, it's just a great venue, and it's just awesome that we're all here and that we have our artwork up and music performance happening, and I don't know, it's like a solid organization to work with.
Hey, you, what's the matter? I know my jokes couldn't be better, but you still used to give me a smile. Well, there hasn't been one in a while. It seems like you're all out of laughter, standing there with your arms crossed. You seem like you couldn't be bothered. Is this the last month of us? Hey, girlfriend, happy Valentine's. Are you glad that I showed up on time? I baked you cupcakes, it took me all night. I did it for you, and so we don't fight. It seems like you're all out of laughter, standing there with your arms crossed. You seem like you couldn't be bothered. Is this the last month of us? You're the greatest, cutest girl. I'd marry you if I could. I can't wait till we travel the world. In my mind it's already happened. Here we go. Hey, you, why do you jump up and down when a friend of yours is in town, but stick to the floor when you open the door, and it's me, your boyfriend, who you let in reluctantly. It seems like we're all out of laughter, standing there with your arms crossed. You seem like you couldn't be bothered. Is this the last month of us? Is this the last month of us? Is this the last month of
Jordan,
He said to talk about music because he said this will be intercut with music.
I was just about to get to that.
Okay.
Jordan,
Yeah.
you
really quick.
performed music here tonight, did
Yes,
you not?
I performed a solo set tonight.
Jordan,
Yeah.
can I ask you,
Yeah.
how would you describe your music to the unassuming ear?
I'd say sort of like goth industrial, emo, hardcore, world music.
Very good. Jordan,
Yeah.
can I ask you,
And you can intercut with, yeah.
how did you feel your performance here tonight reflected your music?
The first 3 songs there was no microphone, so I had to yell, and that kind of blew out my voice a bit. But it was a very fun, varied set. I tried to do all different sort of songs in there, and I think, the reaction was varied as well. But I think it was a good, fun, solid show.
Jordan,
Yeah, we should end this because there's
where
still
do you see yourself?
one more artist. Yeah.
Where do you see yourself 5 years from now musically?
Hopefully with a band, and hopefully with at least one album done officially.
Jordan,
Yeah.
Jordan, one last question.
Yeah, hurry. Yeah.
If your music was a donut, what flavor would it be?
Marble.
Could you videotape a cover? Will you get sued? Next song is a cover by one of my favorite bands, the Rio Statics. It's called Triangles on the Wall. And that guy, Matt, knows the song.
All right, Matt.
Used to take a lot of drugs. He used to take a lot of drugs, but now he's okay. He's doing fine. He doesn't take the drugs anymore. He used to drink a lot of alcohol. He used to smoke a lot of cigarettes. Used to hang around in bars, a lot like this one, with stupid fluorescent triangles on the wall. La 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 la. And you know, he had a girlfriend. Her name was Satan. I guess it was for her protection because she was perfectly nice. She was just about the only thing that made him seem smart. He had a girlfriend. They called her Say Hey 10. La 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 la. This city is a place where I can sit and they write funky songs, and I know that Bring It is a place, and I don't want to write the funky songs anymore. Used to take a lot of drugs. Used to drink a lot of alcohol.
artwork that you'd like to say? Like, what are you trying to get across with your art or your cartoons? What
You know,
what kind of reactions do you?
looking for a job. I don't know. I just want to. I don't know. I didn't like. I don't have anything to sell, so it's not like I have anything. Well, I do have things to sell actually.
Okay.
I'm distracted by the ice. That's all. Can you film the ice for a second, please?
What do you hope people get out of your artwork?
Fun. Something that's just like kind of fun and graphic. I thought that was Dave.
Yeah.
Just something kind of fun and graphic and like humor and realism.
Well, yeah, I know you have portraits up. Can you talk about those?
I just wanted to do some portraits of people that I liked. Let me try if it's like specifically like Pee Wee Herman. I like Paul Rubens, right?
Yeah.
So I did a portrait of Paul Rubens in the mugshot because I looked at the mugshot and he looked so miserable.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do a portrait of Paul Rubens happy. I'm flashing back to me when I was 12 when I saw that picture for the first time, and it's like, who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah.
So I wanted to create a new image of Paul Rubens so that people, when they just kind of like you flip it, like Paul, if Paul Rubens was on the cover of the paper with a thumbs up, they would change the whole thing.
Yeah. Right. So you think your portraits are just like showing the people the way you like to see them? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I try to do that. Like when I did the Tom Green one I tried to make him look like he's making a weird face, right?
Yeah.
But at first I was going to do like a really handsome Tom Green. But then I thought, oh, none of his fans would think that was cool. They'd want like a crazy Tom Green.
Yeah.
So I did one with his face going back and his tongue sticking out. And I thought that was like more like the essence of Tom Green.
Cool.
So, I don't know. I'm trying to capture like some kind of essence. And I like to take celebrities that I like and make them look like good. Most characters make people look ugly.
Yeah.
Which seems kind of pointless and unfair.
That's a
different
take.
I don't know.
It's a different take
Like
on
I
it.
feel like they're friends of mine.
What about the dancing people? You have people dancing. What's that about?
I found a picture of dancing people and I just like it. I just think it's like elegant. I just want to capture.
Would you use that word to describe your art usually? Elegant?
I'm going toward it.
You're sad, that's too bad, 'cause I'm uncomfortable with that. I don't know what to do with that. I can't say what you mean to me. Every day it's changing. You were pretty mean to me, but you still were pretty.
Say who you are and spell your name.
My name is David Fox, or Dave Fox. It's DAVEFOX.
Wow. Say that again. FOX.
FOX.
Nice. So
10 X's in my name.
So you're involved, obviously, because we all know each other. So you're involved.
I never met any of you before tonight.
Well, anyway, talk about your artwork that you have up. What are some of your favorite things? What do you want people to get out?
I like comic books. So I draw comic books. That's it.
Okay.
Oh, really? A lot of artists say like, well, I'm going for this and I'm going for that, and my artwork harkens back to blah blah blah. But I just really like comics, and I like old comics and new comics. And
you want to see a comic book that you drew.
Basically, I mean, my whole life I've always...
You want to do what you like.
My whole life I've always done like little projects just for myself, to keep myself busy, to have something, tangible that I could show people.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that through high school and college, and I'm doing that now. I have a lot of story ideas, and it comics medium is the best way to express those ideas, I think. And that's basically what I do.
Great. Okay, is there any particular piece you want to just talk about a little bit? Briefly? Very briefly, actually.
I'll talk about Skullboy a little bit because
Okay,
it's in a magazine that the man behind the camera, Jordan Cooper, and James Jajac and myself published, called Antenna, and Skullboy is a story in that, which is sort of a throwback to the 40s and 50s pre-comics code comics, sort of in the EC horror vein. Basically taking the origin of Superman and twisting it around and having it be about disgusting Skull Boy.
Awesome.
Skull Kid.
That's great.
And, you know, it's done in that style of very black and white.
Alright.
Very, the captions say exactly what's going on.
Alright, final thoughts? Tape's running out.
Final thoughts about this art show?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in there that I don't know.
No, it's okay.
That's very funny. That's very funny.
You're gonna be in the. You need to have kids next year.
Welcome to the Muppet Show. Welcome to the Muppet Show. Like a two old man sitting up in the balcony. Doesn't really matter that they need their glasses. Why do we always come here? I guess we'll never know. It's like some kind of torture. Don't have to watch the show. Oh, that's why we're the Muppet Show. Kermit, Frog, and Piggy. Maybe some weird star. Doesn't really matter, cause those Muppets know just where they are. You got a penis suit dude on the floor. You all don't seem to be bored no more. Maybe actually you think it all sucks, but doesn't really matter cause you go to Starbucks and you got Sean in the back and he's rated his beer. Doesn't really matter that he's insincere. Walking down Avenue A, doesn't know what to say. Building a loft, he's living in Brooklyn. Doesn't really matter that he knows that it's Brooklyn. I'll keep rhyming, you got a disco ball. Doesn't really matter that I'm oh so tall, maybe 6'4", but I've been here before. And it's really kind of boring, but you know it's kind of boring. Hey, I really suck, but you know, Sarah, you're moving to Denver. It doesn't really matter that it's never gonna end. You're